Hello and welcome to Compassion. In this video, I'm going to start with new topic which is spectroscopy, and in my coming videos I will be discussing all types of spectroscopic techniques. So, what is the spectroscopy and where do we use it? So, it is generally used for determining structure of an organic molecule. So, how do we find out what is the structure of an organic molecule? How atoms are connected together, whether we have single bond, triple bond, or double bond in the molecule, then what kind of functional groups are present, and whether we have any stereoisomers or not. So, all these questions can be answered with the help of different spectroscopic techniques. So first of all, we need to know what are the effects of electromagnetic radiation on molecules. As we know that we have electromagnetic radiation, which includes gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet rays, IR radiation, microwaves, and radio waves. So here, if you can see in this slide, radio waves are having lowest energy and lowest frequency, while gamma rays are having highest energy and higher frequency. So, depending upon what kind of radiation is absorbed by the molecule, we can have different spectroscopic techniques. For example, if a molecule is irradiated with radio frequency waves, then there is nuclear spin transitions. If molecule is irradiated with microwaves, then it involves rotational motion. If it is irradiated with infrared radiation, there is molecular vibrations. Similarly, if it is irradiated with UV radiation, then there is electronic transition in the molecule. So based upon what kind of transitions we need, whether we need nuclear spin transition or molecular vibrations or electronic transitions, we irradiate the sample, that is our organic compound, with that type of radiation which can provide that much energy for transition. So there are various instrumental methods for structural determination, like we have NMR, IR, UV, and mass spectrometry. So first, nuclear magnetic resonance. This, as I said, that here molecule is irradiated with radio frequency waves, which are low energy radiations. Generally, these radio frequency waves are used in radios. So here there is excitation of the nucleus of the atoms through radio frequency irradiation. With the help of this NMR technique, we can find out extensive information about molecular structure and atom connectivity. That is, how atoms are connected with each other. What is the structure of the molecule? The second kind of technique is infrared spectroscopy. The basic principle behind infrared spectroscopy is that when the molecule is irradiated with infrared light, then it triggers molecular vibration. There is vibration or vibrational motion in the molecule. And with the help of IR spectroscopy, we can find out presence or absence of certain functional groups. We can check the purity of the samples also, and we can identify the molecule. Ultraviolet spectroscopy involves irradiation of the sample with ultraviolet radiation. Here there is electronic transition, that is, it promotes electrons from higher energy level to higher energy level from lower energy level. With the help of UV spectroscopy, we can find out the presence of conjugated system in the molecule, presence of double or triple bonds in the molecule. Next method is mass spectrometry. So if you see, for NMR, IR and UV, I used the term spectroscopy, but for mass I am using the term spectrometry. So we never say mass spectroscopy, it is always mass spectrometry. Now what is the reason behind that? Because in mass spectroscopy, our sample is bombarded with high energy electron, and there is detection of resulting molecular fragments. So basically, mass spectrometry is, you can say, here we find out mass by charge ratio. So since we are finding mass by charge ratio, we can say that it is a sort of quantitative determination where we use the term mass spectrometry. But for NMR, IR, and UV, we use the term spectroscopy, because we are finding out complete structure of the molecule using these three techniques. Another difference between NMR, IR, UV and mass spectrometry is that in case of NMR, IR and UV spectroscopy, it is a non-destructive kind of technique where the molecule when subjected to NMR, IR or UV radiation, it is not broken down into different fragments. The molecule is not destroyed during these while using these techniques. But in case of mass spectrometry, the molecule is broken down into smaller fragments. So first three techniques are actually non-destructive, while mass spectrometry is a destructive technique where the molecule is completely broken down into smaller fragments. So this is the instrumentation part. In all kind of spectroscopy, we provide physical stimulus to our sample compound or molecule. And when the molecule is subjected to radiation like uh, radio waves or IR radiation or ultraviolet radiation, then the molecule gives response, and that response is detected by the detector, and then we uh, get the visual representation in the form of a plot, which is in common it is called as spectrum. So in my coming videos I will be discussing each type of spectroscopy, that is NMR, IR and UV spectroscopy, one by one, along with mass spectrometry. So I hope you like this video. Thank you so much. Please like, share and subscribe. Thanks.